This is a 1955 Chevrolet 3100 second series. It's a big back window truck, and we're going to take it for a quick spin. I'm going to show you around the truck. It's kind of a cool old farm truck. Actually got this truck from a old school teacher, and he bought this truck back in the 70s. Drove it back and forth to school, and actually the school is like, oh gosh, it's only maybe like a quarter of a mile from his house, so it actually doesn't have a ton of miles on it. So the old foot pedal works. We're going to tap the gas pedal twice, and first foot starter pedal works just fine. And here we go. Choose the old 3 on the tree. He told me he rebuilt the engine a long time ago, but he said it's been a while, so it's not the original build on the engine. It's had a rebuild probably back in the 80s. The miles are pretty low on it. It's got a little bit of an exhaust leak. But, you know, we get to the point where you just can't do everything. Pull in here in the cul-de-sac, and I'll show you around the truck real quick. I think I pulled the light switch on it, so you can see the lights are on. This old truck's got a good straight body on it, and surprisingly minimal rust. Now, it was kept on the farm. It was always kept under a barn, but it does have, and I'll show you when we show you the underneath. You're going to see, you know, a pretty good amount of normal surface rust for a vehicle this age, and also just mud and dirt. And I believe it or not, I spent about 3 or 4 hours pressure washing the undercarriage of this truck, just getting all the kind of mud and dirt and stuff off, making sure that it wasn't all rusty. You can see the lights on in the back, I hope, in the video. But you know, it's still got it's just an old truck, and it's never been undercoated or anything like that, so it's still got, in fact, still found a few more dirt daubers and things like that. But been owned and maintained by an older gentleman. The guy I bought this from was in his late 60s, early 70s. Been a school teacher all of his life, and so is his wife. And like I said, surprisingly rust-free. Trying to show you that the body is very straight. And you can see in the still photography that I took, I showed that I shot a couple pictures of the bottoms of the doors, and I'll show you here. Bottoms of the cab corners still in good shape. A touch of rust, but not rusted all the way through. You can see that from the inside too, and I'll show you, or from the underneath on the inside. I'll show you in a minute. A couple of little dings and dents here and there. This is just an old farm truck, a work truck. Never meant to be a show truck or anything like that. Does have a newer paint job on it, you know, just kind of a, you know, just good old quickly shot paint job, just to kind of give it an overall universal look. I think he said that was done, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This would make a really cool rat rod to me. Big desirability factor, of course, on this truck is that this is an original big back window, and the back window glass is newer. And all the glass in this truck, except for the driver's side vent window, is all good. The driver's side vent window does have a crack in it. Just wanting to show you the body. Walk around and see the body. Hood in good shape. Probably turn those lights back off here in just a second. show you the interior. It's got just an old original style interior. Like I said, we'll show you the bottom of the door. A little bit of rust down there. Just where the outside of the door is separated from the inside of the door. A little easy patch panel on that would be good, because the rest of the door looks like it's in great shape. Window rolls up and down still. I believe that that's the original glass. You can always see that, you know, the glue separated those two pieces of glass when they were original. Still has the original VIN tag on it. We did a police VIN verification report, so that's always good. I always do those. Windshield, no cracks, no dings, nothing. Headliner looks good. Like I said, back window looks good. Behind the seat, the old man put a little custom wooden box back there for his tools and stuff, and actually had a gun rack, and I pulled it off, especially just to accentuate the big back window and how clean it is. With that gun rack on there, it makes it kind of look ugly. It's got an old, you know, 1970s original style seat cover with a little rip right there, but all the foam's in real good shape. When you sit on it, it's comfortable, and you could easily recover this seat however you choose. This is one of those trucks that when I pick up a truck like this, you know, I don't do a bunch to it to help to sell it, because I want to let someone do what they want to it. Radio works. It actually comes out of that speaker up there. Old school, original style. Horn works. Sounds awesome. Love the old horns. It's got the old original floor mat. Underneath the floor, you got the surface rust, you know, of an old truck. The floor pans from underneath are in good shape. I'm going to crawl into there in a minute and show you around. Windows on both sides roll up and down, good. Doors close, you know, like old doors without brand new weather stripping. So they got a nice loud, you know, kind of a slam sounding to them. So we'll go ahead and look at the body inside. Let the camera adjust there. Show you that. Inner front, inner fender well. Like I said, surprisingly minimal rust. And as I said earlier, you're going to see some surface rust here and some dirt. There's your rear cab corner. You do have some rust right there. It's normal. Floor pans, there's a little, unfortunately, another dirt dauber. I thought I got them all, but frame rails in great shape. Floor pans in good shape. Step up on the bed. There we go. I'm gonna let the camera adjust there. Underneath of the bed, there's your frame rail. Old wood. Of course, it's got that metal sheet in the back of it now. Back of the cab corner, there's one tiny little, you can see that little pinhole there. Other than that, in good shape. I've had this truck parked in the same spot for a couple of weeks while we've been tinkering with it, and haven't noticed any major drips, leaks, or anything like that. Maybe the tiniest little bitty oil drop. You know, kind of like, yeah, it's a really old truck. Waiting for that camera to adjust. Come on now. There we go. Back of the cab, rear. I'm sorry, not cab. Rear fender. I didn't mean to say cab. I'm sticking the camera way down inside the fender so you can see them all. Step up on the bed. Step up on the passenger side. Floor pans, frame rail. Undercarriage of the truck. I will flip around and show you the cab corner on the back side. There's the cab corner on the passenger side. A little bit of rust right there in the corner. Other than that, really in good shape. That right there too is not rust, by the way. That's a old, like a, I don't know if you can see me pushing that stuff off. That's like an old caulk or something. Not rust, but some sort of an old caulk like body joint. All original metal. No accidents or anything, no replacement metal in the truck. Hood opens easily. Very clean under the hood. It's got a kind of a nice looking, kind of a quickie engine detail just to clean it up. Got a new spark plugs, tune-up, cap, rotor. Wires aren't too old. There's pretty new wires, not brand new wires, but pretty new. Still retains the original air cleaner, which is nice, and also an original oil filter, which is you don't always see on them. A lot of times they were eliminated and bypassed. Original generator. 12 volt. That's a 12 volt. It's got a new Everstar battery on it, newer. And you see the valve cover detailed out with the Chevrolet. Looks really, really nice. Clean. Everything original under the hood. This is the original engine and transmission, so for as far as drivetrain's concerned, of course, matching numbers vehicle. I love these old trucks. I never get tired of them, and usually my biggest regret is whenever I see these big back windows come through, not hanging on to one of them. One of these days I'm going to. Can't be this one, but this is a really cool truck, and I love the original big back window. Overall, this truck is in great shape. Overall, the body's in great shape. This would make a super, super easy, kind of a rat rod project truck. If it was mine, I always say this in every video, if I was going to keep it, I'd probably throw a V8 with a, Chevy 350 with a 400 transmission in it and just drive it. Maybe throw some cool wheels on it. I personally wouldn't even paint it. I like the old school look. I think the lights on the top are actually kind of cool. And, but everybody's different. Somebody may want to take this to show truck level. If you're looking to take this to a really, really nice driver or show truck level, I think this could still be a good candidate, because overall the body's straight. It's all original metal. It's rust free for the most part. I'm not going to say totally rust free. Of course, I've said that many times in the video already, that it's got a couple of spots. But overall, this is a really clean truck. And I think it'd make a really, really cool project while you drive it. Totally drivable right now, the way it is. Very, very cool project. Just taking one last lap around it so you can see everything.